The photography world stands at a pivotal moment in 2025, with manufacturers preparing to unveil technologies that fundamentally redefine what cameras can achieve. This isn't merely about incremental upgrades, but about revolutionary advancements integrating computational photography, artificial intelligence, and optical excellence. The upcoming releases promise to blur traditional boundaries between camera formats while making professional-level capabilities more accessible than ever before. The Fujifilm XE5 represents a remarkable achievement in modern camera design, packing extraordinary capabilities into a form factor small enough to slip into a jacket pocket. What makes this camera particularly notable is its 40-megapixel APS-C sensor, a resolution density previously reserved for much larger professional bodies. This significant enhancement maintains the beloved portable dimensions that have made the XE series a favorite among street photographers and travelers who prioritize mobility without compromising image quality. The XE5's feature set extends well beyond its impressive resolution. The anticipated 6K video capability transforms this compact camera into a legitimate filmmaking tool that can capture professional quality footage alongside high-resolution stills. Perhaps even more impressive is the 7-stop image stabilization system, which effectively eliminates the need for tripods in all but the most challenging lighting scenarios. This level of stabilization, typically found only in flagship professional cameras, enables photographers to shoot handheld in situations that would normally demand additional support equipment, significantly enhancing creative flexibility in dynamic environments. Autofocus capabilities appear equally advanced, with 425 phase detection points distributed across nearly the entire frame, ensuring consistent tracking performance regardless of subject position. This comprehensive coverage means photographers can compose freely without concerning themselves with focusing limitations, a significant advantage for spontaneous street photography where decisive moments unfold unpredictably. For videographers, the inclusion of professional codecs like ProRes and Blackmagic RAW via HDMI output elevates this camera from an enthusiast tool to a professional production option suitable for commercial work. The 160-megapixel pixel shift multi-shot mode exemplifies how computational photography is increasingly complementing optical performance. This feature leverages software intelligence to deliver resolution previously available only in medium-format systems costing several times more, demonstrating how modern cameras are transcending traditional hardware limitations through intelligent processing. Despite these advanced capabilities, the XE5 maintains Fujifilm's signature tactile control philosophy with dedicated physical dials for essential exposure parameters. This approach preserves the intuitive shooting experience that has endeared Fujifilm cameras to photographers seeking a more engaged, less menu-dependent workflow. With an expected summer 2025 release and approximate $1,300 price point, the XE5 delivers exceptional value considering its comprehensive feature set. The camera could be particularly appealing to professionals seeking a capable secondary system or enthusiasts looking to invest in equipment with significant growth potential that won't require immediate upgrading as their skills advance. The XE5 demonstrates how the boundaries between camera categories continue to blur as technology advances, creating new possibilities for photographers at all levels. The forthcoming Panasonic Lumix S1R Mark II appears positioned to address what has historically been the company's most significant competitive weakness: autofocus performance. While Panasonic cameras have consistently earned praise for their exceptional build quality, outstanding color reproduction, and professional video capabilities, their reliance on contrast detection autofocus has limited their appeal for photographers working with moving subjects. This next-generation model could fundamentally change that narrative through significant architectural improvements. Industry sources suggest Panasonic is finally implementing a hybrid autofocus system combining phase detection and contrast detection technologies, a major change that could transform these cameras from specialized tools into versatile all-purpose professional instruments. This development would make Panasonic a serious contender in photographic disciplines traditionally dominated by Canon, Sony, and Nikon, including sports, wildlife, and event photography where subject tracking capabilities are critical to success. The camera's reported 60-megapixel full-frame sensor positions it firmly in the high-resolution category alongside competitors like the Sony A7R series and Nikon Z5 line. This resolution sweet spot provides sufficient detail for large-format printing and aggressive cropping while maintaining manageable file sizes and reasonable processing requirements. When combined with Panasonic's renowned color science, particularly their nuanced skin tone reproduction, this sensor could make the S1R Mark II especially appealing for portrait and fashion photographers who require both resolution and color accuracy. Video specifications appear equally impressive, with 8K recording capabilities in both standard and cinema aspect ratios, complemented by ProRes support at 180 frames per second for dramatic slow-motion footage. These features exceed current industry standards and reinforce Panasonic's commitment to hybrid shooters who require professional-grade video capabilities alongside high-resolution stills. The inclusion of Apple MFI certification potentially streamlines workflows for photographers who need to quickly transfer and process images on iOS devices, an increasingly common requirement in commercial photography where rapid delivery is often essential. From an ergonomic perspective, Panasonic appears to be building on their reputation for photographer-friendly designs with a substantial grip that accommodates extended shooting sessions, comprehensive weather sealing for operational reliability in challenging environments, and logically arranged controls that prioritize access to frequently used functions. The 3.2-inch high-resolution tilting LCD screen works in conjunction with a detailed electronic viewfinder to provide flexible composition options suited to various shooting scenarios, enhancing operational versatility in the field. With an anticipated summer 2025 release and projected price between $3,999 and $4,499, the S1R Mark II represents a significant investment, but one that could deliver exceptional value for professionals already committed to the expanding L-mount lens ecosystem shared with Leica and Sigma. This camera could mark Panasonic's emergence as a complete system option rather than a specialized tool for specific applications, potentially reshaping competitive dynamics in the professional camera market through its combination of resolution, video capabilities, and improved autofocus performance. The System OM5 Mark II challenges conventional wisdom about sensor size limitations by leveraging the unique advantages of the Micro Four Thirds format while implementing innovative solutions to traditional constraints. Since separating from Olympus, System appears to be doubling down on the format's inherent strengths while addressing historical weaknesses through computational photography and advanced electronics, resulting in a camera that delivers capabilities exceeding what its physical specifications might suggest. Most impressively, this camera reportedly features an extraordinary 7.5-stop image stabilization system, essentially incorporating a built-in gimbal that compensates for camera movement across 5 axes. This class-leading stabilization takes advantage of the smaller sensor format to provide movement compensation capabilities that larger sensor cameras simply cannot match physically. The practical advantage is significant. Photographers can handhold exposures several seconds long, enabling creative possibilities previously requiring tripods and potentially eliminating an entire category of support gear from the photographer's kit. Speed represents another standout capability, with burst rates reaching 40 frames per second using the electronic shutter with full autofocus support, or 15 frames per second with the mechanical shutter. These rates exceed what many dedicated sports cameras offered just a few product cycles ago, making the OM5 Mark II surprisingly capable for action photography despite its compact dimensions. The smaller sensor actually proves advantageous in these scenarios, as the naturally extended depth of field provides more focusing latitude when tracking unpredictable subjects, transforming a theoretical disadvantage into a practical benefit. The autofocus system combines 121 hybrid phase and contrast detection points enhanced by artificial intelligence algorithms trained to recognize and track various subject types. This computational approach to focusing represents how smaller sensor cameras can leverage software intelligence to overcome physical limitations, resulting in tracking capabilities competitive with larger sensor systems in many real-world shooting scenarios. Beyond traditional photography, the OM5 Mark II incorporates an impressive array of computational features including focus stacking for extended depth of field, high-resolution composite shooting that shifts the sensor to capture additional detail, and live ND functionality that simulates the effect of neutral density filters without additional glass. Weather resistance appears to be another priority, with an IP54 rating ensuring reliable operation in conditions from dusty deserts to rainy forests. When combined with the system's smaller, lighter lenses, this creates a complete photography solution that weighs significantly less than full-frame equivalents, a crucial consideration for travel, hiking, and extended shooting sessions where equipment weight directly impacts creative stamina and mobility. The comprehensive weatherproofing means photographers can continue working in conditions that might force others to seek shelter, potentially capturing unique images that would otherwise be missed. With a projected mid to late 2025 release and approximate $1,299 price point, the OM5 Mark II represents exceptional value for its technological capabilities. This camera demonstrates how intelligent software implementation can overcome traditional sensor size limitations, potentially redefining expectations for what Micro Four Thirds systems can achieve in challenging photographic applications and proving that sensor size alone doesn't determine photographic potential in the computational photography era. The anticipated Sony A7V represents an interesting philosophical shift in camera development by maintaining its predecessor's 33-megapixel full-frame sensor while focusing development resources on processing enhancements. Rather than engaging in the resolution race that dominates much of the market, Sony appears to be prioritizing how effectively those pixels are used, potentially delivering superior real-world results compared to higher-resolution sensors with less sophisticated processing capabilities. The standout feature is reportedly a new artificial intelligence processing chip, possibly the same advanced processor found in their flagship A9 III camera. This isn't a minor upgrade, but represents a fundamental transformation in how the camera understands and tracks subjects, with real-time recognition and predictive tracking capabilities that can follow subjects with unprecedented accuracy, even when they temporarily disappear from frame or change orientation dramatically. This approach acknowledges that focusing limitations, rather than resolution constraints, are often the determining factor in whether a photograph succeeds in challenging conditions. User feedback appears to have influenced several practical improvements, including a significantly enhanced electronic viewfinder upgrading from 3.68 million dots to 5.76 million dots. This substantial quality of life improvement benefits those who compose primarily through the viewfinder, enabling more accurate manual focusing and reducing eye fatigue during extended shooting sessions. The improved resolution also increases confidence when evaluating images in the field, potentially reducing the need for excessive insurance shots when working in challenging conditions where opportunities may be fleeting. Ergonomic refinements borrowed from Sony's flagship A9 III include a more substantial grip and revised button placement, addressing long-standing criticisms of earlier Sony camera bodies. These apparently minor changes can significantly impact user experience during day-long shooting sessions, particularly when using larger, heavier lenses. The continued evolution of Sony's physical interface suggests increasing maturity in their product development process, with greater attention to real-world handling alongside technical specifications, a welcome development for photographers who work with their equipment for extended periods. Image quality enhancements reportedly include maintained dynamic range performance complemented by improved color science algorithms that deliver more pleasing results straight from camera. The sensor's base ISO performance has apparently been optimized further, delivering even cleaner low-light images than its predecessor. These refinements demonstrate Sony's holistic approach to image quality, recognizing that resolution alone doesn't determine photographic excellence and that color reproduction, dynamic range, and noise characteristics often matter more in practical applications than raw pixel count.